What would happen, hypothetically speaking, if the Niners were to get Matthew Stafford, say today, before they were to trade Jimmy Garoppolo and get him off the roster? Try to think of that hypothetical. What would happen to Jimmy Garoppolo's value? Would he have any more at that point in a trade?
I think they still would, as long as, Mitchell Trubisky, I know you like him. Grant, if he signs not with Indianapolis is in a tough situation. They either have to trade up to get a quarterback or roll with Jacoby Brissett or something. So there's still value. I have never thought, at least since week 14, the Niners could get a top 2 round pick for Garoppolo. But trading a 3rd round pick for him, I think they could still do stuff with that. I know they have 2 quarterbacks, so every team would know they have to cut Garoppolo or trade him. But it's hard to wait around and let him get cut, because if he's cut and he signs with New England, what's Indianapolis going to do? Grab Cam Newton?
I don't think Cam Newton's going to be on a team next year for some, or at least be a backup. But yeah, that really, I think it diminishes value significantly.
Big time.
Now it's like, wait. So I don't care what team it is. I just someone poking me in the back, like, hey, I have a quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, for sale. Don't you have a quarterback? Yeah, right. 3rd, 4th round pick. I would scoff at that. Remember how, in the words that I said yesterday, no. Okay, no, I would just tell them no until they finally said, all right, how about a low end 5th or 6th? Then I'll be like, okay, maybe a 6, and then it'll probably require like some swapping of the picks. At that point, now you have to give up picks just to even get someone to consider Jimmy Garoppolo. And in fact, I feel like they would have had to done that to get a pick swap, like a higher one, like say like 49ers we'll give you our 2nd, you give your 4th, just to get him right now, just to send him off right now. And that's even before Stafford. So yeah, that's gonna diminish it significantly.
Yeah, I think it kills it. I think if the Niners were to trade for Stafford today, and Mav, you might disagree and tell me if I'm wrong, but say the Niners trade for Stafford today, then they go to New England then and say, hey, we'd like to trade Jimmy to you now. New England, I would think, would be like, you have to cut Jimmy. You just traded for Stafford. We know you want Stafford. They're both on the books right now. You got to get Jimmy off before the league year starts, or else you're going to be over the salary cap. You have no leverage. We're just going to wait for you to cut him. I think that's what, if they trade for Stafford before they get rid of Jimmy, they have to cut Jimmy. That's the way I see it. Mav, do you disagree?
I would agree with New England, because I think New England would feel comfortable getting him on the open market. But a team like Indianapolis, if he's willing to ignore the no trade clause, I think they have to go out and get someone, because they're a contending team that has a roster in place that just needs a quarterback with Rivers retiring. So, and they wouldn't be his preferred destination, in my opinion, on the open market. So if they see
him protect him with their offensive line.
Yeah. If they see him as the best option, then they can't wait around and hope he signs with them. I'm not saying they do see him as their best option. That's only if they do, if Stafford isn't available, obviously.
Well, good counterpoint. I'm going to go with Jose's point, though, that even if Indy would want to trade a pick, I think the offer would go from like maybe a day 2 pick to maybe around 6 pick. It's like, oh yeah, we still like him, but we know you got to get rid of him. We'll help you out. We'll send you the 6th. We'll send you the 200th pick in the draft. How does that sound? I think you lose a lot of leverage.
I'd still take that, honestly.
Yeah, no, I would too. I would too, because again, cutting Jimmy Garoppolo, I think
about the contract
is the worst case scenario. That's the last thing you want to do.
Hey, what are the odds that DeForest Buckner goes into Ballard's office and says, "Hell no, don't trade for this guy. I
played with this bum. I know."